I'm going to File, Export, Final Cut Pro XML. I'm going to call it Poker from Premiere and save. Notice it's Poker from Premiere.xml. We don't want, and it's a Final Cut Pro XML, and we're saving it. Okay, that is now exported. And the software opens. We're now on version Studio 18. So once I'm here, I will go to a timeline in the edit window. This is Import Timeline. I'm going to import the timeline. I'm going to select that timeline from my exports folder, and this is the timeline. So I will open this. I'm going to retain the settings and say OK. Now you can see that I have my timeline here in Resolve from Premiere Pro. But this will play.
Show me the money.
Okay, audio and picture. I'm going to go to the color grading panel just to do a quick exercise on grading this color. This is not from RAW. I'm going to select the first color wheel. The first color wheel has something called saturation here. And what I want to do is desaturate that first clip to 0. Next, I'll go to the HDR color grade where there is a contrast, and I will increase the contrast a little bit. Okay, so what I want to do up here is to open the gallery view. And I'm going to right-click on this and grab a still frame, which it puts there. Now I do that because I might want to have various grades that I pick from this. Say, for example, from here, I might want to have a different grade. But anyway, what I want to do is to apply this grade to all of these clips. So I'm going to hold the Shift key, select all, and go up here, right-click, and say Apply the grade. Now all of these clips have that color grade on it. Now that I'm happy with my grade, and I didn't spend a lot of time doing it, but let's just say I did, and I want to go back. There's several things I can do. I can export my project just like this, sending it out to various file types. I could send it out to a DCP or a QuickTime, Apple ProRes, Movie, or H.264, H.265. But this time what I want to do is to go back to Premiere Pro. And I'm going to go to Premiere XML. It has a source name. I'm going to put this DR exports, which I'm going to put it. So what I want to do now is notice that it's rendering individual clips. It will render each of these, and it will create a sequence timeline at the same time. So I'm going to put this into the render queue and render all. It's now rendering out. I'm now going into Premiere. I will open a new project. What I want to do here is to import the timeline and navigate to the Premiere to Resolve. It retained its original name. I will import this. What I want to do is to double click on this sequence here, and notice it has now you can see it's retained the color grading from Davinci Resolve, and you can edit your material. Now you can edit in Premiere Pro from the color grading that occurred in Davinci Resolve. So the round trip or the XML process between Premiere and Davinci Resolve, or Davinci Resolve and Premiere, has many applications, including color grading BRAW in Davinci Resolve and sending out individual clips back to Premiere.